Hi guys. So in our desire to continue to do some food vlogs, but not try to travel as much given everything that's going on, I thought it might be an idea to try some places that I know can serve gluten-free food and do a few places local, like I did Arturo's Trattoria, and I'll try to put the link to that restaurant that's local to the Anne Arundel County, Maryland area. But I also thought it might be nice to do a couple chains that do gluten-free food for people around the country, like for me to try a place that a lot of you may have a chance to go to. So we're trying one of those places tonight. We're gonna try a few different dishes, and we're gonna give you the opportunity to see what it's like for you, just in case you get the opportunity in your town to try one of these places. So tonight, we've got a new place for you to try. P.F. Chang's. So here we are at P.F. Chang's. Now, it's a Saturday night, so it is date night, and it is relatively crowded actually, even though there's quite a lot of space. I am doing what I normally like to do, which is sitting at the bar. Gives you the opportunity to have conversations with people you haven't met, and just see a lot of activity happening around you. So I had to wait a little bit. There were no seats. There's an hour-and-a-half wait if you were walking in, but by doing this I was able to jump in a little early. So they've cleaned up the space for us. They wiped everything down, and we're getting ready to order, and the menu has just arrived. The one thing I can tell you is, again, they're doing paper menus rather than the traditional menu, again because of COVID. One of the things I have noticed is they no longer separate out. They used to have a gluten-free section of the menu, so what they do right now is they'll just put something GFO. Let me see if I can show you what that looks like. Not if you can see that there, but it says GFO, and that's where it means that it's gluten-free, or it can be made gluten-free. So I'm going to scroll through this, figure out what I want to get. First thing that I have ordered, I'm putting my mask away because my water did just arrive, and I'm going to start drinking that, is my water. I do love water. In terms of beverages, they have some options. They call them refreshers, and you can have them alcoholic or non-alcoholic. So I am trying something called the Peach Boba Breeze. So it is a black tea with hopping boba pearls, peach, and lemon juice. And then I'm getting it spiked with bourbon. Now, as I mentioned before in some of my other videos, that while bourbon is based on a base product that would not necessarily be gluten-free, is that in the distillation process, it does take the gluten out of it, and it does make it safe for me to drink. Now, if you're celiac, your mileage may vary. Do what's right for you. I mean, both of the drinks sounded quite nice. The other one I was looking at was a pomegranate lemonade that they spiked with vodka. But I do want to try something a little alcoholic. I might switch to something else later. Now, in terms of the entrees that I am looking at, I could do the drink is here. Let's give it a try. It's got a big straw. Because the boba bowls are going to be large-ish. So I'm going to stir it up. Oh, the boba bowls are like a really dense peach nectar inside. So we're going to blend it up. Let's see how it goes. Very strange. You don't get the peach until you break through. There's a lot of peach boba bowls. Okay, so let's see, even on the base end, it's like a sweetened tea. Sorry, it's like a sweetened tea, and with the bourbon in it, so it's very nice actually. Yeah, so like the sweetness in, let me see what it is. The sweetness in the lemon juice and the peach takes away that darkness of the bourbon and of the black tea even more so, and it just becomes very sweet. And then every time you pop into one of those peach balls, little boba balls, it's like unbelievably sweet. But because it only comes in these little spurts with a much more bitter, much more acidic drink, it's actually quite nice. But if you don't like sweet, again, still got a strong bitter tea taste, so it's not unendingly sweet, but it's definitely sweet. It's good. We are gonna get the chicken lettuce wraps because the tofu is not gluten-free that they use. We're gonna do the Chang spicy chicken, and then we're gonna try the pork fried rice. So I'm not doing all the same protein for everything. So we're gonna sit back, we're gonna relax, and as the pieces start coming out for me to try, I will be back with you to show you what they're all about. So my lettuce wrap materials have arrived, and I'm gonna put that picture in right here. So I'm gonna start. If you've not seen the lettuce wraps, what they do is you take a piece of lettuce, and then you take some of the chicken that they have in that lovely pile of chicken, and some of those little crisped noodles that they have there. And then they provide you with this sauce on the side, which is actually a very thin, I thought it was gonna be a little bowl type of thing. There's only a little bit of sauce. And then you usually kind of roll them up burrito style. Now, I haven't tried it with this sauce before. I usually do it with the specialty sauce, which I have them getting me right now, which is a combination of the Chang sauce, the hot mustard, and the gluten-free soy sauce. And they're bringing those out to me, and I like mixing those up and using those on my fried rice as well as on this. So we're gonna try this with all the sauce on it. Bon appetit. Okay. So the sauce is sort of a sweet and spicy flavor. It's nice, but it's not what I was expecting. I'm gonna get a good taste of just the chicken. Yeah, so the chicken is really just a soy sauce that might be a little bit sweet. This definitely is a sweeter sauce with a little bit of kick to it that the chicken itself doesn't have. So if you don't want a little bit of bite, or you don't want to go sweet, then don't use the sauce. But it's got some nice flavor to it. Okay. I was not given a napkin. I have some drink napkins. Yeah, but I was not given a real napkin or a silverware yet. I think it's because we came in and kind of rushed. Oh, but my sausages are here, so I'm gonna ask about it. Oh, okay. And may I get a napkin and forks?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I came in fast at you, so that's totally fine. Okay. So here we go. So I now have a napkin. Alright, so we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this with the combination that she's already blended it, which I think might be the sauce I have that I just used. Some nice crisp lettuce. And again, mixing some of the chicken and all the stuff. Let me get the sauce closer. Oh, thank you so much. Yep, I'm pretty positive that that's them having blended it up. Let me give it one more quick taste. So it already was the blended sauce of what I do. I probably have my balance a little different normally, which is why I liked it, but it was not quite the same as what I was expecting. So I'm gonna doctor my sauce up. This is a very crunchy piece of lettuce that is not staying together very well. So for my sanity and your sake, I'll be back when this is done. So, I have just gotten in the spicy Chang's chicken and the pork fried rice. And those pictures are gonna go in right here. So, I'm setting my sauces aside for right now because I do like to use those on my rice. And I haven't finished those lettuce wraps. That would have been something easy to share for two people. Or if I wasn't trying two entrees, I would go ahead and get that. But because I wanted to try more than a couple things in the menu and it's just me tonight, I wanted to kind of space it out. So, getting my chopsticks, and yes, I have learned how to eat with these. I might not do it right, but I do have. I'm gonna try the spicy Chang's chicken. So it's nice. It's definitely got a layer of cornstarch or some other kind of a thickener to give it a crisp on the edge. Then a sweet and spicy chili sauce. It's very tasty. So now we'll try the rice. Okay, let me clear my palate first because that is spicy. Okay. So the fried rice is a little bit of soy sauce probably. It's a nice basic fried rice. I'm gonna try the pork.
Oh yeah. Water and a double
The pork is flavored very, very well. It's got a nice layer. Now normally, I would take that combination sauce I made with the soy sauce, the sweet chili, and the mustard, and I would put that on the rice. For the moment, since I am doing the spicy chicken with it, I'm gonna try to leave that a little more plain right now, and we're gonna do the two together. Give me 1 moment. It's nice. You know, it's like having the plain rice with it. Just a hair of a little more flavor, a little piece of carrot. Got a nice taste to it. So I'm gonna keep trying to eat it. I'm gonna continue to eat this. And I'll let you know how it goes. I will tell you that burn is starting to build. It is not like Indian food burn, but it is more than you might get like in an American scale. I'm gonna say American 3. American 3, American 4. No, American 3. So it's definitely a burn. I'm definitely going to feel it. I'm glad I have the rice. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to just sit back and enjoy this. So I wrapped up, like I said, at least half of those chicken wraps. You can see I'm a little pink, and that's because there's lots of spice in the food. I had a little bourbon. I have only eaten about, I'm gonna say, half of the chicken and a third of the rice. And I'm probably gonna pack most of this up to go. But what I'm waiting to find out is, it's good?
The ice cream itself is gluten-free.
Okay, so what I would love to do is box all this up and try that pineapple coconut ice cream as my dessert. So you just heard it here, gang. It's because they can't put the sauces away. I am now going to save the sauces. I'm very excited. Okay, so they gave me 3. Oh, I see. You have Chang's gluten-free. Oh, I think it's already the combo sauce. Okay, well she gave me the, okay, I'm gonna combine it in. Is this already the combination sauce? Okay, I'm gonna add it to the one I already have and then switch things around. Thank you so much.
I thought the big one, I thought you might be able to put them on.
Oh, that's nice, yeah, that would be cool. If I just made a mess. Okay, so like I said, that's about half the chicken and a good chunk of rice. And a good chunk of the lettuce wrap. So this is another 2 to 3 meals probably. And very tasty ones at that. I have packed up all my food. I am now waiting for dessert. I can tell you I am very comfortably full. It was quite tasty. The other options they had on the menu that are gluten-free that I didn't go with, there's an egg drop soup, which I usually get and add a little soy sauce to because it's a little bland without it for me. I've had the beef with broccoli, with scallions, which is a flank steak, a pepper flank steak, with just steamed broccoli, so you can get some fresh veggies in there. They also make a ginger chicken, which has broccoli as well, just to give you sort of a fresh ginger, so it's got a little different kind of a bite, and that's really nice. A long time ago, they used to have a shortbread. It was probably more of a summer thing. It was like blueberries and maybe peaches, and with cream with a gluten-free shortbread. Not shortbread, but like a cake, like a pound cake kind of thing, which is really lovely, a little bit of whipped cream. They don't have that right now, but they're limited, probably COVID, etc. They're only going to go with options they know can sell. So they have the chocolate cake, which is cake, and they have a bananas wrapped in egg roll wrappers, deep fried, and that comes with a coconut pineapple ice cream. And the coconut pineapple ice cream is gluten-free, so I will be getting that. Very excited to give it a try. I'm going to continue to finish my drink. I've tried to clean up the detritus around me as much as possible. And I'm on exercise mode. I have no idea why, because I have no intentions of exercising right now. But between the spicy foods and the warmth, you know, and the alcohol, my hands are very warm. I'm very comfortable. As you can see, I was able to take my sweater off. It was a little chilly earlier. But lovely meal, and actually it was packed before, and now the bar is incredibly empty. Barely 6 feet on each side, but everybody on staff is masked, and when you're not at a table, they require masks. And now I've got nobody on my side, so I'm great. And the people on my other side, they're not looking at me. They're turned and having their own conversation. The bar is really set up for ones and twos. And I was lucky that I could jump in. It's not a reservation, it was a jump in as you want, and it was an hour and a half if I wanted a table. But by sitting here at the bar, I was seated, you know, I went to the restroom and I was seated within 5 minutes. So, perfect. Well, sadness. Turns out that the pineapple coconut ice cream was so popular, and it goes every single time on that banana dessert, that they're out of it. All they have is vanilla ice cream. And vanilla ice cream is lovely, but I can get that anywhere. So what I'm probably going to do is on the way home, try to get a place that has something a little more interesting, a little different. Because if I'm going to have dairy, I want to make it worthwhile. So we're near a few other places here, and I might give one of them a try on the way home, or I may just say, you know what, I'm done for tonight, because I am sated. I am very happy. But that would have been nice. And when they did say all of the ice creams they have here are gluten-free, so if you are out and you do want to get a dessert, the vanilla ice cream, and if they have it, the coconut pineapple ice cream will be safe for you to have. You thought I was done, but I'm not. So it turns out that while the chocolate cake isn't gluten-free and the banana thingy isn't gluten-free, and they were out of the pineapple coconut ice cream, that they have a chocolate lava cake. And it's a smaller cake, and it's going to be a hot molten cake, and I thought I'd remembered hearing something about this. But it is gluten-free. So we're going to try the molten lava cake. So I'm very excited about this. I thought I was done for the night and given up on something sweet, and we're going to get to try something new for you. So sit back, relax, and let's see what this cake is like. Talk to you in a sec. Hi guys. Okay, so we have taken a picture of the beautiful lava cake, and it is going right here. The plate itself is actually very hot, so the ice cream is starting to melt already, but we're going to break into a piece of cake. And the cake itself, when you don't go to the molten center, is just a standard kind of cake consistency. Placing some ice cream, it's got some blueberries and strawberries on it. Buon appetito. It's good. It's a spongy, chocolatey cake. It's got an odd flavor to it. I'm not sure what it is yet. We're going to go to the ganache, chocolatey, milky center, and it is, oh wow, it is definitely a milky center. I'm sorry, I didn't film that here. Look at that chocolatey, milky center pouring out of the chocolatey goodness there. That's pretty impressive. Now we're going to try to eat some of the chocolatey, milky center. And that has a more dense chocolate flavor. And that definitely does, when you start getting that chocolate center in there, it does definitely use the vanilla to counterbalance it. Lighten it a little bit. And soften the intensity of that flavor. It's nice. It's very nice. And I'm loving the fresh fruit. I am full enough with what I ate. I bet this is almost too large for me, but it's very good, so let's throw a strawberry on there this time. Yeah, it's a really nice dessert option. Very good. So I'm going to finish eating this, and I will talk to you shortly. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, let me know, and I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?